Hello, beautiful souls. It's Renee back again. And no, I did not abandon you, but there are forces over the last week that have tried to keep me from creating this video. There's a battle for your soul, and not only yours, but for the soul of this whole nation. Anyway, back here to speak with my soul tribe and anyone else who shares our frequency. I want to talk to you about the truth concerning telekinesis, the new, and the real. And once I'm done, you'll understand why. And I can't even go into it about the pitfalls, stumbling blocks, and everything else that was thrown in front of me to keep me from getting here with this information to you. Once again, the truth concerning telekinesis, the real, the new. The electromagnetic field surrounding your heart chakra has a frequency which is 5,000 times greater than your brain. There is no such thing, and we've discussed this before, as junk DNA. If you think junk DNA exists, it's because that DNA lies dormant due to your spirit man being asleep and therefore not activated or online. The frequency from your brain being too low means your spirit cannot pick up on it because your spirit, is asleep. The spirit or higher man, higher self, picks up that frequency from your heart chakra, from activated DNA. So, telekinesis has never been, nor will it ever be, a product or result of the mind. Let me say that again, because if you've had any interest in it, you've heard differently through the years. Telekinesis has never been, nor will it ever be, a product or result of the mind. The dictionary's definition of telekinesis were all written by those who have no clue about what it is, what causes it, why it is, how it works, or how to use this phenomenon. Telekinesis, well, let me give you a little info about it from the 3D. All right. From Oxford Language Dictionary, telekinesis, supposed ability to move objects at a distance by mental power or other non-physical means. Wrong. It's got nothing to do with your mind, or its limited power. Oxford's Language Dictionary, or Learner's Dictionary, to move objects without touching them using mental powers. Vocabulary.com, the power to move something by thinking about it, wrong again, without the application of physical force. These are all carnal individuals, flesh, children of the evil one, the liars who will be exposed this year, giving you these definitions. Excuse me, I'm working on limited sleep right now. Dictionary of Psychology, solely by the power of the mind, no. Wordreference.com, caused by thought or willpower, no. No. Tele meaning far off, refer it to the creator or the source of this phenomenon, and kinesis meaning motion. Experiments to prove telekinesis have been critiqued for not being repeatable or having proper controls. Question: how does any organization that doesn't know what it is, because all they're doing is regurgitating what someone else said about it, what someone else thinks it is, how is any organization that doesn't know what it is, why it's used, or how to perform it, possibly controlling the testing parameters around it? Because they are, again, clueless. Telekinesis, just as all of these things that I have shared with you through all of my videos, listen to this, is a sacred download. It is from another spiritual frequency, the sixth D. And your mind or carnal man cannot possibly pick up this frequency. Third dimension, the earthly matrix simulation, and that includes the fake, fucked up, secondary spiritual matrix. That's all included in the 3D. The 4D, astral projection, we'll talk about that in later videos. The mind's opening to spiritual realm using dreams and visions. The 5D, resonation of your higher self with the spiritual world, as well as your connection with the Almighty. It's the fifth dimension. This is where you're aspiring to move to right now, if you are. The sixth dimension, 6D, physical proof of the spiritual, proof of your faith, and proof of your connection to this whole new spiritual world. A whole new world, a new horizon, a new point of view. And now from way up here, yep, it's a song from Aladdin, but everything is connected. And that's the premise of the song. From way up here, it's crystal clear. You'll see a bigger picture. Telekinesis is not a parlor trick, and there is a specific reason for its power, but you cannot access that power unless you are born of spirit. 50, 60. There was a reason that the sorcerers against Moses was spoken of in Scripture. One of the purposes of magicians and their trickery, I'm talking about right now also, sleight of hand or nothing up their sleeve bit, is to cast doubt on the real thing when it appears on the scene. Their grand and overblown antics are divisive and meant to distract you from believing the simple truth concerning telekinesis and of the Almighty. It's His thing. The demons creating that magic, it's not really magic. Why do you think they pull rabbits out of shallow hats instead of deep rabbit holes? Can you see the devil in the details? I can't. As always, it is difficult. If it is difficult or confusing to understand, it is not of the Creator Almighty. Now, we're going to circle back around to this subject. Now, I'm not leaving you in a lurch. It's not bait and switch. I guarantee it. We're going to dig deep into telekinesis. We are approaching the 222 portal. which is tomorrow. This portal is powerful. It's forward moving. 222 speaks of balance, harmony, and trust, and the faith that He delivers. His vantage point is much higher than yours. The bigger picture, and you must be positive minded. Positive relationships are also the result, and inner peace. These are things that you're seeking. You can't walk through these upgrades and codes. This is a portal without releasing things, densities, abuses, weights, sins, past traumas. All of these things need to be released. Your being must be incredibly light in order to ascend to heavenly places. And I'm not talking about your physical weight, but the density, remember, from the scale of Mayat we spoke of, the density of those things, especially regret. All right, like I said, we're going to circle back around to telekinesis, but let's talk about the new a little bit. And excuse me, I am simply exhausted. There is no need for the rapist, excuse me, the therapist. I didn't spell it that way. Don't shoot the messenger. No need for them to help you weed through your issues. That goes for psychiatrists, psychologists, counselors, and all other sister vocations. They all have issues of their own which need solving and cannot possibly give you even temporary solutions. When you learn just who you are in that holy hologram, will say that you already possess healing within yourself, you can keep your money in your own pocket. Add to that list from the fake secondary spiritual matrix, hypnotists and mediums. Don't ever let anyone get into your head like that. They are demons. I'm not talking about the person, I'm talking about what possesses them to be able to tap into the demonic realm and feed you answers. And you want to say, but Renee, they are so on the money. Well, of course they are. That's because they're giving you answers pertaining to the flesh or carnal man. You had no clue about the spiritual. Their father is none other than the evil one. Think about it, but not too hard. In my first book, I discussed these things. Just know that mental health issues are not mental health issues. They are designed to keep you in your head, distracted from the real, and they are spiritual issues pertaining to spiritual warfare, not mental health, spiritual health. That's why Luke 4:23 was written. Physician, heal thyself. Talking to you. Once you tap in and understand the frequency, healing is a frequency, and you can heal yourself. You don't need anyone else. Everything you need as a hologram, as a little drop from the ocean, everything is within you, and everything is connected to the Creator, the Almighty. You don't need anyone else, it's all inside of you. So if you found yourself fiending and jonesing for my tutorials with bated breath, know that you are most likely one of the 144,000 light workers, aka volunteers, the called, the chosen, who are also divine and royalty in the kingdom. I don't think I've mentioned that before, but that's who the called and the chosen are. Those animals on the ark didn't try and get an Uber or have a tour guide, but came in on their own, both far and wide, using their instincts, also known as intuition, the same intuition that I've been guiding you to embrace. Their instincts are apparent today. When a storm rolls through, much like the very first one on the ark, you'll hear weatherman and weatherwomen talk about animal behavior. If you are one of those souls hidden within the ark's divine passengers, you simply need to tap into your intuition again. They were not smarter than you, but they just didn't have blockages, burdens, or masks of this human condition. And the time has come that the called and the chosen take their rightful place to do what they purposed to do when they volunteered for this mission. You volunteered. The matrix, if you stay in it, you may have noticed, will dictate that you live a certain way. And the last thing Satan wants is for you to connect the dots so that you can take back your power. The 3D, 5D split is here. This portal to 22. I'm not telling you that it will happen instantaneously, but a wave is going to come through. Yep, gotta use your instincts. The wave is approaching. You cannot control people because there are going to be those who cannot see what's taking place. And you can't control what they do or what they don't do, what they believe, what they don't believe. You and I are most likely across the continent from one another, yet you click on my channel because it is a familiar frequency. We live in a band of frequencies. Remember from the last section, I have seen him face to face, and the name of the place is Peniel, or the real. Peniel. That's not Peniel, which Satan changed it to. And I believe that's pronounced Peniel. But pineal, Pineal, the pineal gland, which sits midline and behind your third eye chakra. And that's what he's trying to keep you from believing is the true light, where the light comes in. If your eye be single, the one in the middle of your forehead. You've been lied to all of your life. I cannot ascend for you. I have my own unique journey, and so do you. My guidance is not only for the called and the chosen. However, you must ascend so that you can assist with opening the door for the largest sect of this generation, the elect, the children of Israel. The elect. Matthew 24 and 42. and except those days be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. This brings us to the story of Queen Esther. So I'm surprised I got through this without a lot of chaos. So I'm going to stop here and come back, and we're going to talk about Queen Esther and why it's relevant and its relevance to what's taking place right now. Whew, that was good. Better quit while I'm at. All right, beautiful souls.